Welcome to the Horse Talk Show, presented by Peterson and Smith Equine Hospital and Complete Care. Now here's the Brit on the bit, Louisa Barton. Enjoy the show.
The Horse Talk Show broadcasts from the CEP's Equine Studios, presented by Piranha Animal Health in the horse capital of the world. Thank you for joining us on the Horse Talk Show, presented by Peterson Smith Equine Hospital and Complete Care. Thank you to Larson Farms, our television broadcast sponsor.
Idaho's finest alfalfa.
And speaking of Idaho's finest alfalfa, I enjoyed so much this story that I listened to yesterday and watched is Mr. Richard Larson.
My great-grandfather and grandmother moved from Norway to here in 1883. At 1883, there was nothing. There was no railroads, there was no roads, there was just wagon trails coming here. All they had is horses, and they farmed with horses. They plowed with horses, they cut hay with horses. It was all with horses. Today, of course, it's modern machinery like we have here, where we can cut hundreds of acres of hay a day. Back then, if they cut an acre a day, they had to work really, really hard. We wouldn't be here without our ancestors. This ground right here is where my ancestors came in 1883, and this ground is still in the Larson family. As I said, they grew hay, so we've grown hay really since 1883. It's in our blood. Now, we've been able to expand our acres, and so today we farm a lot more ground. That's where I come from.
I love that. That's good. A lot has changed in farming hay since 1883.
Just a little bit.
But one thing that hasn't changed is the quality of Larson hay, and I don't say that lightly because Mr. Larson takes every single bale seriously and to heart, and this is generations and generations, and it has gone on to his son and now his grandsons, and I just think that that is so worthwhile knowing as you're looking to purchase hay and where you go, and the fact that it is weighed for you pound for pound, so you know when you go and buy a bale of hay, you're at what you're getting, what you're paying for.
And most people don't realize that's how you buy hay out west, is by the pound, not by the bale. So you're getting what you're paying for, not just, it might be 50 pounds, it might be 48 pounds, it might be 52 pounds.
Yeah, because a bale is not the same as every other bale, so that's important to know. But I love that story, I love the backstory behind, and I love the history of the fact that that land he's standing on was actually farmed by his family in 1883. That's a lot, that's really cool. I'm Louisa Barton.
I'm Dancing Pete Rhoda.
And we are going to switch gears a little bit to Dr. Adam Kayott, who is going to be talking about cancer in horses, particularly melanoma, which is the most common one. Here's Dr. Kayott. Louisa Barton here for the Horse Talk Show with Dr. Adam Kayott from Peterson Smith Equine Hospital and Complete Care, and we are going to talk about something that both in the horse world, the dog world, and the people world, we're facing a lot. And actually, a friend of mine years back told me that 1 in 2 people would have some form of cancer by 2010, and I think she was right. And we're definitely seeing a lot of that in horses as well. I have actually dealt with melanoma with a grey horse before. That was quite daunting. But talk to us about some of the cancers that you come across.
Well, the most common that you see, and part of the reason we see more is because horses are living longer, right? So they have more chance to develop these things. So the common things we see are melanoma in gray horse, where they get the lumps on their, typically around their tail head and around their anus and that sort of thing, and it can spread to other parts of their body. Around their face is where you typically see it first, and then squamous cell carcinoma, and then basal cell carcinoma can be other, the other typical ones that you see. Certainly squamous cell is typically seen on pink skin. Horses' paints are notorious for getting that around their eyes and around, those sorts of areas. I've had squamous cell in the back of a horse's throat before.
Really?
Yeah. So they can develop that anywhere, but typically it does appear on the pink-skinned areas. And then basal cell can happen anywhere as well, around the eyes, around the face, those sorts of things that you can see. Depending on, how severe it is, you can have them removed typically, and they're surgically excised, and depending on where it is, obviously the one in the back of the throat, that's kind of hard to handle, and number one, because you don't see anything back there, so by the time this horse, we figured out what was going on, it was kind of past the point of no return because you didn't see it, and the horse didn't act abnormal or anything. So, certainly squamous cell and those sorts of things. If you have a horse in Florida that has pink skin around the eyes, pink around their sheath area, around the vulva, or under their tail, pay attention to wounds that are there that just pop up and they seem to weep and they look abnormal. Have a veterinarian look at it. If you get it early and you can excise it, they typically do fine, and you don't have to do any chemotherapeutic stuff. If they get bigger, there are some things that we can give that are injectable, and you inject right into the lesion that can help with that. So, just be diligent, know your horse, know what your horse looks like, and if there's any abnormalities, especially on a pink-skinned area, just try to have those addressed as soon as you possibly can. As far as melanomas go, if you have a gray horse, it's going to get melanoma.
Right.
If you have him long enough and he gets old enough, it's not a matter of if, it's just when. Typically, I don't do anything with them. I don't, there are, you can hear things that people remove the small ones. I tend to just let them be, because sometimes if you remove them, they become more aggressive, and I call them angry, get them angry, And so certainly it's a progressive problem, and like I said, typically you'll see it around their tail head, around their perineum area, around their anal area.
And does that metastasize like it does with people?
Well, yeah, it'll go different places. Yeah, certainly it can go internally. Certainly they can get melanomas internally that can strangulate bowel. It shows up around their head, around their mouth. You can
more sensitive areas.
Yeah, more sensitive to areas. Certainly they can get it anywhere on their skin. And it's not kind of the same thing as melanoma on people, because, that's certainly linked to sun exposure. There's some component with the gray horse, and why, and typically gray horses have black skin. So, unless it's white horse and then it has pink skin. So, and it comes up in an area first that gets the least sun exposure.
That's true, actually. So
yeah. It's not really kind of the same that humans get as far as melanomas, because there's some genetic component there with the gray and why they develop it. But those are the most common things, And
do you come across internal tumors much on horses, as far as other kinds of cancer like we'd see in dogs and people?
Oh yeah, certainly. Typically it's not found unless the horse is colicking, right?
Right.
So we don't typically, look inside horses' bellies unless there's an issue, and that's when you'll find it. You'll find lipomas, which aren't cancer, but they're a fatty tumor,
right?
That can strangulate bowel and things like that, and then the melanomas can progress internally as well. They can start strangulating things and cause bad colics and things like that, and then you can see them. So that's what I would say about that is, we don't find them unless there's some reason to go looking, kind of deal,
right. Yeah.
So it's not like you can typically feel them on a rectal exam or anything like that. Obviously you can if you have a mare that has a tumor on her ovary or things like that is acting bizarre, which made me think of that. Typically if they have an ovarian tumor or ovarian problem, then those mares tend to have a certain behavior. They tend to act more aggressive. They tend to more study and that sort of thing. And then you can actually feel it. And typically those ovaries are much larger than normal. And you put an ultrasound on that, and you can see the difference. So those are generally rectified by removal of that ovary, and they do just fine after that.
Very good.
But yeah.
So you got to watch out for those greys.
Yeah,
keep an eye.
Yeah. Yep.
Dr. Adam Kayott with Peterson Smith Equine Hospital and Complete Care. Louisa Barton for the Horse Talk Show. The Larson family has been farming hay in Idaho for generations, with a mission to always provide high-quality hay products at a fair and reasonable price. Larson Hay loves to meet new customers while always honouring the ones they already have. Find Larson Hay on the web at larsonhay.com, like them on Facebook, and definitely visit one of their locations. Larson Hay, Idaho's finest alfalfa, and our television broadcast sponsor. Grateful for the foundation of excellence laid over 40 years ago by their founders, Peterson Smith Equine Hospital and Complete Care continues to provide excellence in ambulatory and emergency care, surgery, internal medicine and sports medicine, with a lab and pharmacy, as well as the best in reproductive services at their Advanced Facility Center in Summerfield. For more information, find them at petersonsmith.com or like them on Facebook now.
Hello, I'm Pat Myers, owner of Pat Myers Electric, a family-owned and operated business. My wife Sarah and I are horse owners ourselves and know what matters most to a farm owner, with the safety of their horses being of utmost importance to us. Pat Myers Electric can light up your arena and make sure your horse's barn is safe and protected. Pat Myers Electric is the horseman's choice. Discover more at patmyerselectric.com.
Veteran-owned Wide Automotive, that's WEIDE, is a beacon of automotive excellence in Ocala. Founded on integrity and expertise with unwavering dedication in all operations, we seek to forge lasting relationships with our clients. Whether you have one vehicle or a fleet, we pledge our best effort in quality service. From repairs, diagnostics, tire repair and replacement, diesel engine work, horse trailers, car batteries, wheel alignments, fuel systems, and more. Discover more at wideautomotive.com.
The Horse Talk Show broadcasts from the CEP's Equine Studios, presented by Piranha Animal Health in the horse capital of the world.
Hi, this is Hall of Fame jockey Mike Smith. You're listening to the Horse Talk Show.
Back on the Horse Talk Show, presented by Peterson Smith Equine Hospital and Complete Care. Thank you to Larson Farms, our television broadcast sponsor.
Idaho's finest alfalfa.
I'm Louisa Barton.
I'm Dancing Pete Rhoda.
The man of many accents. We have Lindsay Leonard here with us in the studio from HorseSpot. So lovely to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me. I am so thrilled to be in Ocala, the horse capital of the world, right?
It's a good place to be.
Yes.
I know, I say that all the time. So you've been before we get to HorseSpot, you've been a lifelong horse rider, just about, right?
Yes, it's actually a TV show that brought me into the sport. I fell in love with the Saddle Club when I was 10 years old, and it essentially defined the story of my life.
The Saddle Club, I love those. It's
Yes.
so great.
It's such an iconic show, and to this day, I just cherish it so much.
So started out on ponies.
Yes, I started out on ponies at Freedom Woods, which is a barn that was 20 minutes outside of downtown Chicago. And it was a really unique setup because being so close to the city, you would get all the city kids, and then you would get all of the North Shore suburban kids. And so it was really an eclectic group of people that I grew up with. And I always call it the target of barns because it wasn't your typical lesson program. There were trail riders, there were the hunter jumper kids, there was a hippotherapy program, and we must have had about like 50 plus school horses, and it was really a huge operation and the best childhood.
How wonderful that you had that opportunity even in an urban area. That's exciting.
Yes, and I got to meet so many different walks of life. Like I said, everyone came from a different background, and it was really a great group of friends that I grew up with. The camaraderie was exactly what I was looking for after seeing the TV show, The Saddle Club. I had wanted something just like that, and I sought it out and found it right at Freedom Woods.
So you're still riding?
Yes.
Are you still showing?
I haven't been in the show ring in a few years.
Because you've been rather busy.
I have been, yes. But
making the show world better, right?
Yes, exactly, yes. I took a break from showing to help create software that really helps all of these horse shows operate.
It's really brilliant. When I met with you through actually Kevin Sheely, who used to be the CEO here at the Chamber in Ocala, Marion County, and he connected with you and he connected you with me, and I got to meet with you. And I think what you're doing is absolutely brilliant, because everybody knows that horse show planning, scoring, horse show secretaries, it's a nightmare, right? Normally it's a lot.
There are a lot of logistics that go into it, and you want to make sure that everything runs smoothly. People are paying a lot of, exhibitors and contestants are paying a lot of money to be there. And as an event producer, you need things to run smoothly.
So antiquated legacy back to the old days of the way it used to run. Lots of paperwork, lots of headaches, lots of things to track down, a messy desk, a lot of people to deal with. Tell us how HorseSpot can change all of that.
Yes, so we have created everything in one operating system. So on a basic level, we collect entries, we help with scheduling, payments, and results. And so everything is this holistic experience. We also partner with organizations. So if you are a member with an organization, we're verifying that. And we are also reporting to national governing bodies, USAF, USDF, and just a few to name there. So we are collecting all of that data and making sure that the life for show secretaries is very simple and easy. We're reducing the amount of tasks for them. So even if there are, let's say, other show producers that are using other technologies, sometimes they are disjointed experiences. So even if they're using modern technology, they might be verifying their members outside of their show program. So that creates for kind of a disjointed experience.
Yeah,
so we really take that holistic approach.
So this is smooth.
Yes, smooth sales.
All smooth. You've got enough to think about if you're shipping horses to a show, and
yes,
and if you're especially traveling long distances and crossing state lines, you've got all sorts of things to deal with already. Getting all your paperwork and everything in order is a lot. So this is a way that it can all be in one spot.
Yes.
HorseSpot.
Yes, it's like a gentle trot on a pony.
Gentle trot. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. So this is really excellent for everybody. And now tell me about the catalyst part of all this, because that was exciting, right?
Yes. Oh my goodness. It was so thrilling. It was honestly a life-changing moment. So my three founders and I, Christopher, Michael, and myself, we applied to Catalyst by BMOC, which is a pitch competition that takes place in Charleston, South Carolina. That's where Christopher and I live. And it was put on by Ben Navarro. He is the founder of BMOC Capital. And they had $1 million up for grabs, and they invited 10 companies to participate. And so we actually went home with the top prize, which is so wild to think about, because they had 250 applicants, and we got up there on stage and told our authentic story, what we've been telling all along, that we are, uniquely equipped to build this. We're licensed horse show officials. We understand this domain so well, and this is why we're meant to build this software. And everyone on stage just really believed in what we were doing. And we were able to go home with $800,000, which was the top prize. And then a few days later, we oversubscribed with a few other partners and ended up raising over $1 million. But we closed our seed round at $850,000. So we didn't end up taking all of the money because our sales has been so successful. And so we were really in a beautiful spot where
I love the way we keep getting that word spot in there.
I know.
That's so great. So all breeds and all disciplines and all shows, it doesn't matter what size.
Yes, exactly. And not just horse shows. We also support rodeos and fairs, state fairs, county fairs. We just onboarded wait for the name. It is the cutest name in the world. It's the National Little Britches Rodeo Association.
Oh, I love it.
Yes, and they have over 600 rodeos a year. So now we're in 45 states, 3 countries, and we're supporting over 1,800 competitions annually. And we are doubling that competition count every 6 months, which is insane. So we're really busy. Yes.
That is success right there. That's incredible. And how many years now has this been since you had the, let's say, the idea and started the ball rolling?
Only 3 years. And the first 2 years I worked my full-time advertising job. So Christopher and Michael were the first out of the co-founders to go full-time on it. So we've been growing it from the ground up and hustling.
That's
So
incredible.
this makes it easy for the person showing as well as the secretary.
Yes.
Yes,
it
the
does.
whole process, yes.
Yeah, so not only do we, at the end of the day, we sell to show producers and rodeo producers, but we're really also, getting the buy-in from exhibitors and contestants. They're excited about new technology, and it's free for them to use. So,
And how do people find you? Because we down to less than a minute.
yes, they can go to horsespot.com.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Thank you. Check out HorseSpot. Everybody that's got a show or an event absolutely should be checking this out and making everything run smoother, not just for the show secretary and the organizers, but definitely for all the competitors, all breeds and all disciplines. We'll be right back on the Horse Talk Show. Stay with us. Ocala Dog Ranch is the exclusive dog boarding facility to the Horse Talk Show. Grateful for the foundation of excellence laid over 40 years ago by their founders, Peterson Smith Equine Hospital and Complete Care continues to provide excellence in ambulatory and emergency care, surgery, internal medicine and sports medicine with a lab and pharmacy, as well as the best in reproductive services at their Advanced Facility Centre in Summerfield. For more information, find them at petersonsmith.com or like them on Facebook now.
DAC Vitamins and Minerals has been making a world of difference for 35 years. Do you know what sets DAC apart? We use chelation minerals from Alltech, which allows for better absorption. DAC is the only supplement company Alltech provides ingredients for. We have our nutritionist, Performance Horse Nutrition, NASP, which is the quality seal, which guarantees our products and ensures our use of quality ingredients. DAC gives you a guaranteed analysis in every 1 ounce scoop, a 60-day money-back guarantee. Doesn't your partner deserve the best? Visit feeddac.com.
This show is brought to you in part by Seminole Feed Stores, family owned since 1934, manufacturing fixed formula horse feeds with mindful monitoring and quality ingredients right here in Ocala in an all-natural, non-medicated feed mill. Seminole Feed, simply the world's best and safest feed. Like them on Facebook now or find them at SeminoleFeed.com.
We're a unique, tough breed. We work long, hard hours making sure your horses are healthy and properly shod because, well, we farriers know horses perform better when they're properly shod and healthy. You want quality horse products, supplements, and farrier supplies at affordable prices, and you won't settle for anything less.
TT Distributors is dedicated to quality horse products, supplements, and farrier supplies at affordable prices. Racehorse or a pasture pony, TT Distributors has what you need. 7715 West Highway 40, Ocala.
D&N Equine Recovery is owned and operated by avid horsemen. With over 75 years of experience in the equine industry, D&N Equine Recovery provides the only whole horse crematorium in the greater Levy-Marion County area, serving all of north central Florida. All staff are dedicated to demonstrating the utmost respect throughout this emotionally delicate process, providing compassionate and timely service when it matters to horse owners the most. For more information, go to dnequinerecoveryllc.com. The Horse Talk Show broadcasts from the CEP's Equine Studios, presented by Piranha Animal Health in the horse capital of the world.
Hey, this is Buck Brannaman. You're listening to the Horse Talk Show.
Back on the Horse Talk Show, presented by Peterson Smith Equine Hospital and Complete Care. Thank you to Larson Farms, our television broadcast sponsor.
Idaho's finest alfalfa.
Kelly Garrity, thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
I actually met you through a Dale's pony.
You did, yeah. You came to my farm and met Count.
Who's lovely.
Yeah, he's a cutie.
Tell us a little bit about you. Background. You are a dressage rider, but you're also a trainer.
Yeah. So a trainer in dressage and natural horsemanship. yeah, I've been riding just about my whole life. I'm from Massachusetts. I've been moved down here, down here about 6 years ago, about 5 years ago.
So still fairly new.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a big change.
Yeah, I love it. I love
Massachusetts,
Ocala.
totally different.
Yeah.
Now, you were in farm country there? You must have been.
I
right?
wasn't. No, I grew up in the city, but my mother always loved horses and got into riding with her, and pretty much never stopped, and had multiple opportunities at farms where I rode young sales horses, and
just loved riding all your
life. Yeah. And then in about 2020, so my training is strongly influenced by my trainer, Karen Rolfe, and her program, Dressage Naturally. So I found her online in 2020, did her program up there, and then moved down here, met them, and I was freelancing down here initially, and then recently bought a farm.
Which is lovely. You've done a beautiful job with that.
Thank you. Yeah,
the barn is
nice and airy.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Yeah, it's lovely. It's just how I think a barn should look.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a small farm, about 10 acres, but yeah, it's a lovely setting. So my horse now, I actually got through a friend of mine, Shauna Lewis, who is a Dressage Naturally instructor.
I know Shauna, she's lovely.
Yeah. So she contacted me, and I think it was 2022. I hadn't had a horse for a couple of years. I tragically lost my prior one. Wasn't really looking or ready. She said she had found the perfect horse for me. And so I went and saw this horse named Anthony.
Is he the gray?
That's Gitano.
Okay.
But so Anthony, gorgeous, 17-hand Holsteiner. The owner was looking to rehome him. He had a long history. He was beautifully. He was trained in dressage, up the levels of dressage. Long history of throwing every other trainer that had been on him, and kind of extreme worry and nervousness and.
So you like a challenge.
Afraid of strangers, anyone he didn't know. But yeah, so I went and met him. It's like love at first sight. Took him on, and through these methods and through this, I feel like when I started training this way, it just changed, my interaction with horses and getting so much deeper into the horse behavior and the connection with them, and now, the difference in the training and the bond with the horses, it's profound when you...
Makes a huge difference.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pete can definitely
yes
talk about that. It makes a huge difference, and people are always in such a hurry to jump in the saddle and ride before they even have a bond or any kind of trust with horses, and it's the horse. Excuse the pun, but it's the carriage before the horse. It's just
and I did spend many years with some, very well respected dressage trainers, but it was always, the type of training where horse doesn't really get a break, and it's like do it one more time, and where now I teach and train much differently and
completely differently.
And one of the ways I was able to transform him was giving him that time and that pause and letting him know I'm listening to him, and then,
they need to know that.
Yeah, absolutely. So
winning hearts instead of ribbons.
Yeah. Well, I did end up actually showing him, and recently got my final score for my silver medal on him, and I also ride him bridleless regularly. So
nice.
Yeah.
So you've come a long way.
We've come a long way.
And how long has this taken?
It's been I've owned him 4 years.
So good. You've taken your time and done it.
Yeah.
Right, which makes such a difference to the horse. Like, it's huge.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it doesn't really matter how long it takes. If it takes a long time and you get the right result, it's better than rushing it. And I just remember as a kid, pony had a problem, get on it and ride the problem out of it, and it was like
right.
You might end up on your head upside down, but you're gonna just do it.
It usually doesn't go well.
No, it doesn't. But that was the way, it used to be. It was way before all of the horsemanship and that's become so huge, especially in England. That was just, same saddle for every horse and get on and, you couldn't be scared. You just had to do it. So seeing the difference now and taking the horse on the ground and getting him in the right place before you even think about getting on is so important.
Yeah. I'm very big on the groundwork. And Anthony's particular issue was apparently history of the bucking frenzy after mounting. So we spent a lot of time at the mounting block and me just waiting till he was ready for me to get on. And, many pauses there after while I was on him. And then the gray, that's Gitano. That's he's a
beautiful
PRE Andalusian he was recently rehomed with me last year for. He did have also some extreme behavior, but more on the ground, handling him. But it's treated about the same way. I mean, he might be very more defensive or aggressive type fight over flight, but it's still a fear that I have to always come back to relaxation. And
that's wonderful that you've done that with both of them.
Yeah, and as well as some students' horses too.
So you teach as well?
Yeah, I teach, train. I travel to other farms, and I'm also now taking on some training board too. I have some room for that as well.
That's wonderful. So. And then is that your first Dales pony that you've had there?
Yes. Yeah, but that's he came to me through my student Jen, who you met, who has 5 Dales ponies, I think.
She has 5 Dales ponies.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does. That's right.
Yeah,
she likes them a lot.
Yeah.
Her and I are going on an adventure. More on that later.
Nice.
Yeah, so how do people find you and find more information about you?
Either Kelly Garrity on Facebook, or my website is Harmony Oaks Dressage. Instagram, Kelly Garrity Dressage.
So bucket list for you?
Bucket list?
Yes.
Just to grow my business here. I love it here in Ocala, and ride my horse Anthony Moore bridleless, and
how wonderful.
And bring Gitano up the levels of dressage too.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
My bucket list is a Dales pony that's at their farm. In case anyone's out of birthday ideas for me. We have some gifts for you.
Thank you so much.
We have a bag of K-Well USA products, and you will love them. They have a hoof paste that is second to none. I have a little founded pony who has had a life change from that hoof paste. It really, really helps.
Cool.
The Red Repel is an amazing product that you could put in summer sores, and it also repels while it's healing. And then all their other natural products are amazing. And in fact, if you stay tuned, you'll hear about that shortly. And then you have a Piranha Animal Health bag there that has some travel size bottles and one of their wonderful mitts in it. Those are great for showing because they're the right size.
Awesome.
And I'm told the Odor Way works really well. More on that later too. Not this show. Thank you, Kate,
Thank you.
for being with us. Lovely to have you. Really enjoyed getting to know you.
It's really great to be here.
We will be right back after this. Stay with us on the Horse Talk Show.
The Green Pharmacist CBD is not just made in the USA, it's made in Ocala in a licensed lab. GREENE, The Green Pharmacist.
Hello, I'm Pat Myers, owner of Pat Myers Electric, a family-owned and operated business founded on both trust and integrity. From new installations to repairs and emergencies, Pat Myers Electric's team of professionals can handle it all. Pat Myers Electric, for all your current needs. Discover more at patmyerselectric.com.
The Larson family has been farming hay in Idaho for generations with a mission to always provide high-quality hay products at a fair and reasonable price. Larson Hay loves to meet new customers while always honoring the ones they already have. Find Larson Hay on the web at larsonhay.com, like them on Facebook, and definitely visit one of their locations. Larson Hay, Idaho's finest alfalfa, and our television broadcast sponsor. It's time to fight back against summer sores with K-Well's Red Repel, healing and soothing, a lava-slaying ointment of justice, powered by zinc and nature's sass. Safe for all horses, even drama queens, gentle enough for the face. Your horse deserves skincare too, long-lasting and non-toxic. A bonus, buy a copper curry brush or Red Repel and receive a free in-store K-Well sample of your choice in Ocala at Seminole Feed Stores, TD Distributors and OBS. Discover more at kwellusa.com. K-Well, strength by nature.
Love presents itself in so many ways. It can be difficult to describe the bond between human and horse because it really transcends words. As we prepare for each ride, the most important thing in our mind is our horse's health and safety. Are we playing our part in this remarkable relationship? We want to go to sleep every night knowing that we did everything in our power to preserve this special bond. Piranha Animal Health, for the love of the horse.
Mark your calendars. Join us for the All-Breed Horse Capital Parade presented by Pat Myers Electric in the streets of downtown Ocala, October 10th at 9 a.m., showcasing many of the over 70 breeds that call the horse capital home. This is all part of the Chamber's Equine Initiative presented by Piranha Animal Health. We'll see you there October 10th at 9 a.m.
Welcome back to the Horse Talk Show. She's got the gift of the gab, and her guests are fab. Presented by Palm Chevrolet, your hometown Chevy experience.
The Horse Talk Show broadcasts from the CEP's Equine Studios presented by Piranha Animal Health in the horse capital of the world.
This is Charlotte Cannon, and you are listening to the Horse Talk Show.
Back on the second half of the Horse Talk Show presented by Palm Chevrolet.
Your hometown Chevy experience.
Thank you to Larson Farms, our television broadcast sponsor.
Idaho's finest alfalfa.
I'm Louisa Barton.
I'm Dancing Pete Rhoda.
Tiffany, it's lovely to meet you. Tell us a little bit about you. We've had a couple of guests on this show that's riding since they were very, very little, around horses almost all their lives. Is that the same for you?
That is the same, yes. My mom says I just came out of the womb liking horses. She doesn't know where I got it from, so.
Oh, it's not a generational
thing. No, they finally gave in when I was 5 and got me a horse, and then I've had horses ever since.
Really?
Yeah.
So just a lifelong love.
Absolutely, yes. I wouldn't have made it through school without it. It was a deal that my dad did. I wasn't very good at school. I would not get on the bus one day, and he was like, "What can I do to get you on the bus?" I'm like, "Well, if you get me a horse, then I'll
get
go
on
to
the
school."
bus.
So.
Who knew? Was that easy?
Was that easy?
And a lot more expensive after that.
That's right. It might have been cheaper for him to drive her to school. Right?
Probably, yes. Maybe he regrets it now. I don't know, but no, they all ended up getting into horses.
So Western riding?
I've done a little bit of everything, but I started out Western and then did barrel racing early on, and then I did some jumping, and I just love the relationship with the horse. So I don't really show anymore. We do some demos and stuff. But
I just interviewed on Sunday a young man who's 11 years old, and he lives in Micanopy, so he's right here in Marion County, and he is back-to-back rode 2 horses in the National Barrel Horse Association Youth and Teen World Championships against 7 countries, and he's currently 7th and 8th in the world with both of those horses.
That's awesome.
Wow.
I know, 11. So cool. Interviewing him was so fun. He's doing tricks. He's Callie Sue Edwards' nephew, and he's trick riding as well. So he's trick riding while I'm interviewing. It was so cool. It just made me think of that with barrels, because I was watching him barrel racing going, wow, that takes guts. Guts and courage.
It was fun.
It was
adrenaline.
Fun. Yeah, adrenaline for sure. So what next? What after that?
After that, I think I was pretty young. I started doing, like horse development stuff for other people. I was a really good passenger. And so I learned to be able to stay on horses some people couldn't. So they would put me on barrel horses that they were trying to sell or something. And I just realized that I kind of had a natural way with horses. So I started training other people's horses and then probably I was like 21, and I decided, I needed to have a program for people to send them out with. I didn't really enjoy giving lessons to people at the time. I just wanted to train horses. I just loved horses. Later on, I realized that I can't help horses if I can't help people. So I got into the Pirelli program after that and became an instructor in 2011. Now I'm a 3-star Pirelli instructor and
Can
horse
you
development
explain for
specialist.
people who don't know what 3-star is?
Yeah, so they have like a star rating system. So there's 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, 6-star is the highest that you can be. So basically it's like how much time you have in the program, how many coats you've started, how many horses you've taken through their levels program. All of that kind of gets you more stars. So I've been an instructor since 2011 in January. Yeah.
Woohoo. And that's when you met Pete?
That's when I met Pete, yeah. It was like
And Pete was your teacher?
Yeah, he was my instructor it was like the prerequisite of the instructor program.
Fast track.
Yeah, fast track.
4-week program.
Yeah, it was a blast. There was like...
They show where they are at the moment, and we have lots of tears.
Yeah. I didn't
cry?
Oh, yes.
Imagine that.
Sure, there was
He's
lots
made
of
me cry
passed,
before.
so I didn't cry. I was happy, but it was I'm sure really hard for a lot of people. It was an intense program in Colorado. Yeah, beautiful place.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know how you can complain. It's like 12 hours a day with your horse for 4 weeks long. It's a pretty awesome experience.
Mm-hmm. Was he mean?
Oh no.
Oh,
He was really nice.
well, that's good.
And really entertaining. No, he was always entertaining.
So what do you do now with what you've learned and with your 3-star and all of that? What do you do with that for others?
Yeah, so so I also have a human degree in human psychology and clinical mental health counseling.
Can you help him?
He does not need any help. He's fine just as he is.
Wow.
That was my little joke.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah, so so once I committed to helping people, then I really wanted to understand the human brain. It's a little different than the horse brain since the horse is a prey animal. So then I realized that humans, when they have trauma, also function just like the prey animal brain.
Mm-hmm.
So part of the reason horses are so therapeutic is for that reason. But anyway, so we do a lot of work with therapeutic riding centers, helping train their volunteers, helping train their horses with rescues, helping them rehab horses, and helping them become adoptable, because not every horse that goes to a rescue is very adoptable.
Right.
So.
Quite often the reason they've ended up in that situation is because they did have some sort of a problem that a human didn't understand and didn't address properly. And so then that became a much bigger problem, and that's how they ended up unwanted in the first place.
Exactly. So locally, I work with Horse Protection Association of Florida. I'm the head trainer there and adoption coordinator, but we travel all over. So I was in Alaska for a couple weeks. We did 3 clinics in Alaska this year.
Alaska.
It was so
It's
fun.
on my bucket list. Places I want to go.
Yeah, well, I have lots of resources, so if you want to go up there, we can connect you.
I always wanted to do that. I always thought it was just such an interesting place, different to anywhere else, that I would just love to go check out.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And they have a bunch of horses up there, and a bunch of people that love horses and need help. They don't get to ride for like 9 months out of the year.
I was going to say, how many months a year can you ride in Alaska?
Like 3, so it's like restarting.
You're not frozen in somewhere, right?
Restarting every year, like a feral horse. So, but they're awesome. They're really brave and savvy up there. So yeah, we just travel around helping people, and then sometimes we'll bring horses to the farm and just do some training on intense situations.
Wow, that's impressive. Well, that's amazing. So how did you connect with KWell USA?
Oh, yeah. Quick story. I was doing a booth. I was helping Pat in Lexington, Kentucky at a booth. And my son, I have 6 kids. 6?
Wow, you look...
Well, thank you.
Like you haven't had 6 kids.
Technically, I've only birthed 3. So we adopted 3. But
good for you.
But we were at the booth, and my oldest son, he's got severe allergies, like anaphylactic if like pollen blows his way. So we'd had him in the emergency room, and he had gotten somehow poison ivy on his hands. And we'd been to the doctor, and they'd done all the creams, and they'd given him all the medicine, and we were like it was really stressful. We had his hands all wrapped. Anyway, we're trying to do this booth. Pat's allergic to poison ivy, so he's kind of like freaking out. And Kaywell was beside us. And literally, as the last resort, I went over there and I said, "Do you have anything for poison ivy? Because, like, look at this. This is a mess." And they were like, "I don't. It's not really FDA approved for poison ivy, but why don't you try the Matico spray?" And we sprayed it on, and he instantly had relief. In 2 hours, came back, sprayed it on again, and it was gone. So it was the most crazy healing process, and so that sold us on the product. After that, I wanted to know all the other products that they had.
Hold that thought, and I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I use it on me all the time. It might not be approved for it, but if I have a boo-boo, that's where it's going. So because it works and it's all natural, and you don't have to worry about what you put it on. So we have another segment. Kaylin is going to join us also from Kaywell USA, so stay with us. We'll be right back. Ocala Dog Ranch offers a variety of services for your dog, including agility training, barn hunt training, board and train, boarding long and short term, daycare, day training, dock diving training and competitions, disc dog, swimming lessons and pool rentals, lure coursing and obedience training classes. Check out Ocala Dog Ranch at ocaladogranch.com. Ocala Dog Ranch is your home away from home for your dog and more.
At Palm Chevrolet in Ocala, our customers say it best.
Oh, the prices were great. They were actually unbeatable.
Thanks, Miss Delara. At Palm Chevy, we do our best to give you our best price and payment without the games. And our entire team is committed to making your experience in sales or service pleasant and hassle-free.
It's been a pleasure doing business around here.
Thanks, Mr. Hars. And we think you'll agree. Visit us today at Palm Chevrolet, Southwest College Road in Ocala, or at palmchevrolet.com. Find new roads.
Love presents itself in so many ways. It can be difficult to describe the bond between human and horse because it really transcends words. As we prepare for each ride, the most important thing in our mind is our horse's health and safety. Are we playing our part in this remarkable relationship? We want to go to sleep every night knowing that we did everything in our power to preserve this special bond. Piranha Animal Health, for the love of the horse.
World-class equine rehab promoting faster recovery is available at the Equine Performance Centre Ocala. Hyperbaric oxygen therapy, an underwater treadmill, a saltwater spa, an aquapacer, MagnaWave, a vibration plate, swimming pool, massage and laser therapies. With post-surgical care, memberships, packages and BOGOs, EPC delivers a rejuvenated horse through proven and innovative rehab. Like Equine Performance Centre now on Facebook and find them on the web at epcrehab.com.
This show is brought to you in part by Seminole Feed Stores, family owned since 1934. Manufacturing fixed formula horse feeds with mindful monitoring and quality ingredients right here in Ocala in an all-natural, non-medicated feed mill. Seminole Feed, simply the world's best and safest feed. Like them on Facebook now or find them at seminolefeed.com.
The Horse Talk Show broadcasts from the CEP's Equine Studios, presented by Piranha Animal Health in the horse capital of the world.
Hello, I'm Chris Cox, and you're listening to the Horse Talk Show.
Back on the Horse Talk Show, presented by Palm Chevrolet.
Your hometown Chevy experience.
Thank you to Larson Farms, our television broadcast sponsor.
Idaho's finest alfalfa.
I'm Louisa Barton.
I'm Dancing Pete Rhoda.
We have Tiffany Rowe. We've been talking a little bit about horse training and horsemanship and all the important parts of that. And now we're joined also by Kaylin Mosler from Kaywell USA. Both of them representing Kaywell so well today, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the products.
Absolutely. Well, just having Tiffany on, I can't help but to mention, because last time I was at your farm, you really clicked it in my head, as I get asked all the time, what's the difference between the Matico spray that we have, which is the plant extract, or the dragon's blood. And they both have the antimicrobial and pain relief aspect, but a good way to remember it is that if you see blood, think about using dragon's blood, because it has that property.
That is a great way to remember.
Yeah, it just, it has that property as a tree resin, and once it dries, it gets...
from dragons?
No, it's not from dragons.
He's so disappointed right now.
Right. It'll create like a liquid barrier over a wound, so it'll so it has that sticky aspect, will prevent things from getting in, help the wound heal and breathe and just recover faster. And then the Matico is just really good for, you know, more minor issues or skin irritations, like, you know, poison ivy. I got stung by a jellyfish on the 4th of July. And
how did you do that?
I don't know, but I swear the next day I looked at the bite and it looked like 1776. Just saying, that's another story. But I put the Matico on that, you know, and any bug bites, it absorbs quick. It's not oily, it's not sticky, and you can spray and show. And that's one way I like to remember it.
It does absorb really well. And very fast. Like a lot of sprays I've used in the past will, like, you see them running down, you know, the horse's face or wherever the injury is. And this doesn't. It soaks in really quick, which makes me think that's a lot of why it's so effective. Because you're not worried about losing a lot of it.
Did you get rid of the sting of your jellyfish?
It sure did. Yeah, it's very relieving, very soothing, which is why it's infused in our shampoos. The K-Well horse shampoo and the K-Well dog shampoo has Matico extract in it. So
That's the healing part for those itchy dogs. If you have itchy dogs.
Yeah, but you get a yeasty skin, dermatitis, hot spots on dogs or horses. It's just very soothing.
So let's switch gears and talk about the hoof paste. I am so sold on the hoof paste. I have had a pony when I got the pony, it was founded and fat. It's not fat anymore. But, you know, founded, Dr. K always makes me laugh because he says there's two kinds of ponies. The one that has foundered and the one that will founder. Like, Dr. K, don't say that. But he will get very, very tender-footed, either when he's ready to be trimmed or sometimes right after he's been trimmed. He'll just get very sore for just a couple of days. And that, you pack that on the bottom. I'll pack it on the bottom and wrap it the first day. And then when I take the wrap off, I'll put it back on, but let it breathe. And I have never used a better hoof product that gets him absolutely comfortable and just soothes and gets rid of anything bad that's going on in the hoof. So tell us a little bit more, and you must love the hoof paste too, right?
I do.
How can you not? And it's like old school, great ingredients.
Exactly. Yes, I get that a lot when people look at the ingredients. They're like, "Oh yeah, that's just like an old kind of recipe," because it uses the antimicrobial benefits of the pine. So we have pine oil and tar in the recipe, and then there's an animal fat in there. So that really helps to absorb the pine into the hoof. And then there's petroleum jelly, and that will help wick away any moisture. So that, you know, in turn can be really good for hoof health, for cracked hoofs, you can use it for thrush, sensitive feet, and things like that, especially with all the mucky environment here in Florida. So,
and there are people I'm getting rain. I haven't got any. I don't know why I'm in this spot that's not getting rain, but there are people who are getting rain.
We are. We're drowning.
I just
like
want
puddles
some
everywhere.
I just want some by me. I'm northeast, and we've been in this little spot where it's gone all around us.
I'll get a spray bottle of rain and I'll give it to you next time I see you.
I need it.
You can carry it out by the buckets in my house. I'll give you some buckets.
That's crazy.
Drowning over there.
Really?
Morriston area.
Yeah, we've had lots of rain, but I'm in Morriston also.
Yeah.
Well, that's just, anyway, it works. Hoof paste, amazing. Now, we're in the summer, and everybody is used to dealing with summer sores here. It's the thing. It's just a thing. And they don't generally go away very easily. So let's talk about summer sores.
Yeah. The Red Repel. I love the Red Repel for summer sores, but usually I can prevent summer sores if I just put the Red Repel on. Like we got a donkey.
I love donkeys.
I've always wanted a donkey.
I have too.
He came from horse protection. He is really aggressive. He was really aggressive. So we decided, well, why not? I've always wanted a donkey.
This so are you Pirelliing the donkey?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
he's
good.
learning Liberty. He's going to drive a cart.
Cool.
But donkeys, for some reason, they're not as sensitive as horses, and so they don't stomp their feet with the flies, and so the flies just eat their legs up. I mean, like, to the point that they're raw, and they get summer sores.
Yeah, so Mary has pink legs all the time.
Oh, Red Repel. I just put the Red Repel on.
From the knees down, Mary has pink legs all the time, because I didn't realize that's why they get them, but her legs are itchy all the time and there are flies on them. And so she's pink from the knees down most days.
Yeah, the Red Repel works amazing. He's never had a summer sore. It even, all the scabs went away, just putting the Red Repel on.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I can do, because she just...
I tried the fly boots and he took them off. No,
I tried the fly boots and they wouldn't stay up. I put pink ones on her so that the pink, the Red Repel could be on and then the boot could be on top. But they just kept falling down her leg. I couldn't get them to the right fit. And they just
get there.
Yeah, and then they rubbed a spot because they kept slipping down. So I was like, put Red Repel on the spot and move on. So now she just has a Red Repel from her knees down all the time. So I run through a lot of Red Repel.
Yeah.
Fortunately, you can buy it around here at a few places.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. If you check out, we have a lot of Ocala retailers. We can check out TT Distributors. We're over in Seminole Feed Company. We're down at Country Lane, Tack and Supply. Go check them out, as well as OBS and, a few others in the area. We're also in some dog groomers. If you go to like Salty Paws, they have a location in Ocala. Lee is amazing. She's been using the dragon's blood on like even ear infections in dogs and stuff. So that is what she told me the last time. So that's awesome, and just
perfect. So now you're representing KWell USA.
Yeah, I've been telling
so
everybody
good you
about
couldn't
it for
help
years.
it,
Yeah, it just makes sense.
They finally were like, "You just want to actually do this officially?" And I was like, "Sure, I'm already doing it." So.
You were doing it, so now you're
It's a good
officially doing
product,
it.
So it helps horses and it helps people, so why not?
It does, indeed, and dogs.
Yes, and dogs too.
And dogs.
Yes.
We never forget about dogs, so because everybody that has horses seems to have them, so it's a great winning combination. So we love the products. Where can people find more information, Kaylin, so that they can learn about? Because there's a lot of products. We're just tapping the surface here.
Yeah, absolutely. You can go to kwellusa.com. I also have all the products on my website, which is fasttrackwellnesspemf.com. And you can check out information there, as well as the KWell USA Facebook and Instagram. So
you can follow on social media.
You can do that, yes, absolutely.
Well, I am a walking testimonial because I have used them all, and you've used some too, Pete.
I use it all the time.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm a Seminole feeder, a TT distributor girl, so I get in there and load up, because I do run through a ton of the Red Repel and the hoof paste, loads of it. I use loads of it. So.
And I just remembered too, we do have some exciting announcement. We've just got coupons for Red Repel if you guys want to try it. They're in all those local retailers I mentioned. I think it's like $3 off a Red Repel.
Nice.
That are over in TT and Seminole and all those places. So you can go check it out there.
Thank you both for being with us.
Thank
so
you.
much. Great segments. We'll be right back.
At Palm Chevrolet in Ocala, our customers say it best.
Oh, the prices were great. They were actually unbeatable.
Thanks, Miss Delara. At Palm Chevy, we do our best to give you our best price and payment without the games. And our entire team is committed to making your experience in sales or service pleasant and hassle-free.
It's been a pleasure doing business around here.
Thanks, Mr. Hars, and we think you'll agree. Visit us today at Palm Chevrolet, Southwest College Road in Ocala, or at palmchevrolet.com. Find new roads.
World-class equine rehab promoting faster recovery is available at the Equine Performance Centre Ocala. Hyperbaric oxygen therapy, an underwater treadmill, a saltwater spa, an aquapacer, MagnaWave, a vibration plate, swimming pool, massage and laser therapies. With post-surgical care, memberships, packages and BOGOs, EPC delivers a rejuvenated horse through proven and innovative rehab. Like Equine Performance Centre now on Facebook and find them on the web at epcrehab.com. D&N Equine Recovery is owned and operated by avid horsemen. With over 75 years of experience in the equine industry, D&N Equine Recovery provides the only whole horse crematorium in the greater Levy-Marion County area, serving all of north central Florida. All staff are dedicated to demonstrating the utmost respect throughout this emotionally delicate process, providing compassionate and timely service when it matters to horse owners the most. For more information, go to dnequinerecoveryllc.com. It's time to fight back against summer sores with K-Well's Red Repel, healing and soothing, a lava-slaying ointment of justice, powered by zinc and nature's sass. Safe for all horses, even drama queens, gentle enough for the face. Your horse deserves skincare too, long-lasting and non-toxic. A bonus, buy a copper curry brush or Red Repel and receive a free in-store K-Well sample of your choice in Ocala at Seminole Feed Stores, TD Distributors and OBS. Discover more at kwellusa.com. K-Well, strength by nature. The Horse Talk Show broadcasts from the CEP's Equine Studios, presented by Piranha Animal Health in the horse capital of the world.
I'm Tick Maynard, and you're listening to the Horse Talk Show.
Back on the Horse Talk Show, presented by Palm Chevrolet.
Your hometown Chevy experience.
Thank you to Larson Farms, our television broadcast sponsor.
Idaho's finest alfalfa.
I'm Louisa Barton.
I'm Dancing Pete Rhoda.
We have a couple of guests here with us in the studio. We had a couple of great segments talking about K-Well USA products and Pirelli training, all kinds of other good stuff. And now we're switching gears a little to bring you some events and some horse news, but we're going to start with Dancing Pete Rhoda's Horsemanship Tip of the Week.
Dancing Pete's Tip of the Week, brought to you by Complimentary Horsemanship. Today's Tip of the Week is, I was teaching a student and she got into a chaotic moment, and this brought up for me the 4 stages of change: denial, blame, anger, chaos. So some people stay a lot in chaos, some stay in blame, whatever it is. The biggest thing is don't spend much time in any of them. That way you can get through it. So that's my tip of the week.
Get to the other side.
There you go.
Get to the good part.
The change.
That's right. If you have a horse, you probably have a dog, and you saw a very interesting video at the beginning of this show. That was Aqua Agility, which is at Ocala Dog Ranch, which is here in the Ocala-Marion County area, out there off Highway 40. And Neil is doing this. It's absolutely wonderful. They have a swimming pool there for dock diving with your dog, and they are using that to help all dogs, but particularly older dogs, to build strength in the water and do aqua agility. Wonderful. It's actually, Neil says, a lot harder work than it actually looks. And great exercise. It makes me think of my dog recently recovered from a torn ACL, thanks to Becky from Grateful Gallops. And getting that strength back, and I'm going slowly with her, not letting her run too much and jump too much and all of that, would be a great way to help your dog get strong again without impact. So that's another thought to mention. But Neil at Ocala Dog Ranch does absolutely amazing work. They do everything there from daycare to boarding to dog sports, and a great place to go check out for your dog if you want to try dock diving. People love it. Dogs love it. So check them out. We've got to get to some news. Huge shout out to our friends Jeremy and Heather Reynolds. I know they'll be back here in the studio with us when they get back home. They are Dunellen residents, and I have met Treasure, who is an amazing horse, Treasured Moments. And Jeremy has just won the Tevis Cup for the 6th time out of 70 years of running. Wow. This is 100 miles in 24 hours. It's grueling. It's extra hot apparently this year. There were 102 competitors and 51 finished this year. And Jeremy won, so amazing. Our deepest condolences and prayers to all of those connected to Monty Roberts, who was 91 years old, contributed a huge amount to the world of horsemanship in his life. A wonderful, wonderful man, a wonderful horseman, and we did lose him sadly this week. So we send our deepest condolences and prayers to his family and friends. He will be greatly missed and has left behind a legacy in the horse world for many generations to come. This past week, we reported a kitten that was found to have rabies in the Bronson area. There has been another rabies alert issued. A raccoon was found in the Reddick area near 441 and 316. Just to give you all a heads up, I know a lot of people that don't vaccinate for rabies for their horses. I always do. I guess I've just watched too many of those movies, and it's scary, but it really is a horrible way for a horse to pass, and it is terribly dangerous as well for people.
I worked for a vet that had a rabies case from horse had rabies.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's terrible. It's a horrible, horrible experience for the people and the horses involved. So, vaccinate your horses, keep feed secured as much as you can outdoors. If you see any wildlife that's acting strange behavior, report it immediately, and just be alert and stay safe. It's not a reason to panic, but you should be aware. Hey, there's some strange things going on in racing right now. Would love to hear your feedback on this. So the Triple Crown has been around for 107 years. It was actually coined the Triple Crown in 1930. Sir Barton, probably a relative of mine, was the very first one to ever win the Triple Crown. And it has been an interesting few years when the Derby winner has bypassed the Preakness for the most part. 3 races in 5 weeks in 3 different states is certainly difficult. It's been very, very challenging. And so I'd love your feedback on this, but they are creating a 6-race series over the summer months now that will really show, I think, which are the best 3-year-olds in the country for sure. And this will be interesting. It kicks off in 2027. And just to note, the Preakness is not included in those 6 races currently. So it'll be a championship series for 3-year-olds, and it'll be interesting. Would love to hear your feedback on that. The Whitney Stakes in racing is coming right up, August 8th. And as you can see, if you're watching, more than half the horses have Ocala Marion County connections yet again. You're going to see Sovereignty, who won the Derby last year, come back. Dia White Abario, who just keeps showing up, is in it. And Beza, who a great horse that I got to meet that was trained by April Mayberry here in Ocala, is in it too. So check that out. That's August 8th, the Whitney Stakes at Saratoga. Congratulations to another Ocala connection. Renegade just won the Jim Dandy Stakes. Renegade is trained by Todd Pletcher and was started here in Ocala Marion County by his dad, JJ. Hey, there's lots of Ocala Dog Ranch events coming up that you just can't miss. They've got Waterworld Night Lights coming up. You got to check that one out for sure. And the cutoff to register for that is soon, like the next day or so. Last Chance Qualifier is also coming up at Ocala Dog Ranch, August 22nd. Check them out. They've got a lot going on. You have got to check out, this is starting in September. This is Jumping Sundays. This is going to be at Misty Morning Hounds in Gainesville, closer really to Micanopy, where they have the wonderful hound walks every Saturday and Wednesday, and they have the hunts, the drag hunts out there, and they also do the hunter paces in the season as well. So check out Jumping Sundays and learn more. This is going to be fun, and they're actually going to be with us next Tuesday for the show. The All Breed Horse Capital Parade is going to be
October 10th.
Yes, in downtown Ocala, presented by Pat Myers Electric. This is part of the Chamber's Equine Initiative. If you have a horse that you'd like to put in the parade that's parade safe, we'd love to hear from you. And we're hoping you'll come out and enjoy this showcase.
Come and wave at the cleanup crew.
Same day, we are celebrating Magic from Gentle Carousel Miniature Therapy Horses. She is the only living top 10 most heroic animal in the history of the world. Get a table at her gala to celebrate. It's the black and white gala. You know she'll be in her tux. And she is certainly worth celebrating. We're going to have some phenomenal artists that are coming in from Nashville who will be in the parade in the morning, and they will be performing for you at the gala. So dinner, dancing, great music.
Raise money for a great cause.
That's right. That's all for the 501c3 Gentle Carousel Miniature Therapy Horses. The wonderful Ibericon and Ibericon Spectacular are coming up in October 14th to the 17th. That's at World Equestrian Center, an absolutely phenomenal event. Horseween, October 23rd. The Equine Industry Expo and the Hobby Horse Equestrian Games is free for all ages, presented by Pat Myers Electric. Great way to learn about the equine industry and also compete in all the sports, win ribbons, and you can even win a trophy and a prize for the best stick horse and the weirdest, wackiest. The golf tournament, 5th annual for Piranha Animal Health, is in November 13th. This is supporting 3 local 501c3s. Get registered now.
They're adding more to support more.
Yes, they're going to add another charity to that. They've raised hundreds of thousands of dollars already in the last 4 years, so this is a great event.
Best Florida golf tournament.
That's right. Absolutely. Thank you guys for being with us. That was like a lot, right? We got to wrap it up, but we are going to run an ad after the show for you. You do get 50% off at Grateful Gallops for any of her therapies if you mention the Horse Talk Show. We're going to go to that now, whether you're in Ocala, Marion County, the horse capital of the world.
Or not.
Happy horsing around till the same time next week.